All right, a good Wednesday morning to you. I had to think through that one real quick there for a second. A good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist John Dawson. Welcome to the weather update. I want to step off cam for just a minute so you can get a good view of what our tower cam is seeing right now, as we are certainly looking for a bit more of a pleasant day the rest of the day than the way we started it. And here's kind of that picture of what we've got happening. We saw these severe storms come rolling through, roaring through perhaps is a better way to say that, this morning, and those have already begun to exit Louisiana at this point. They have been flying across the Gulf Coast, and they've been causing a lot of problems along the way as well. But back behind the front and the storm, upper level storm system, a little bit of rain is trying to get kind of wrapped around and maybe even pulled down here into the Houston area. So I'm gonna have to leave a slight chance for a bit of a shower. It won't be anything stormy like we saw early this morning, but it would be a little bit of a chance that we could see some rain later in the afternoon, and then some cooler and drier air is still making its way over to us here in southeast Texas. So fairly comfortable outside right now with temperatures around 70, give or take a little. And again, we've got this little bit of a line of showers becoming a little bit heavier just on the west side of Montgomery County, kind of extends up into Walker County as well. Again, I'm not really looking for some problems with that. Actually, it does look like it comes all the way down into Harris County as well. So Cypress is going to get a little bit of a shower here briefly. Maybe the chance for Tomball to also get in on that. And really, again, anywhere in our viewing area could see that today. So we're not just going to pop up with the blue skies immediately. It's going to take a little while to clear out some of this cloud cover. And again, some of that extra moisture is getting wrapped around that bigger storm system. So we're continuing to watch the severe storms, as I said, move through Louisiana now into Mississippi, eventually going to get into Alabama, and you can see that reddish shading there from the Storm Prediction Center. That's that significant threat. So move beyond that 3 out of 5, but now up to that 4 out of 5 threat that there's going to be some severe storms. And it's certainly, this mess has a history of providing some severe storms. Need to bring you up, or I want to talk a little bit about some rainfall totals here for just a second, as we're continuing to see some of the heaviest rain was well up into the northeast, but the folks over on the west side, all the way down from East Bernard and El Campo up through Katy, reaching back up towards Spring and Cypress, that's definitely a heavier band of some rain that we saw, and then moved into Liberty County with some heavy numbers as well. But these are the numbers where we saw reports of 12 to 14 inches of rain in the last 24 hours, and that's created a flooding emergency for portions of just south of Jasper, and again, continuing to watch that. The rain is finished there, but there's just so much water that's still out there. Behind, we've talked about, we've got a little bit of a shower activity happening, and that's why we're going to keep a little bit of a slight chance for some rain. Now, the National Weather Service has issued some local storm reports, which is what our graphics are showing here. And I do want to bring up that within the last 10 minutes, they've updated this damage. Well, we'll start with the city of Fulshear. They've had a wind gust that was very strong, up to 59-mile-an-hour wind gust. But this damage that's in Katy has now been upgraded, or they've surveyed it and confirmed that it was a tornado. They knew it was possibility that could be a tornado, but definitely had enough damage and evidence of that rotation that damage near Katy in the Cinco Ranch area has been confirmed as an EF1 tornado with some 90-mile-an-hour winds is what they were what they saw there. Other spots around, again, we go out to Beach City over there on Morgan's Point. That also had some power lines that were knocked down, so that was going to be some rain or those powerful storms that moved on through. We also see some more damage down near San Leon. Fox 26 News at noon, we have our helicopter up flying and looking at some of this damage, so we'll probably be able to show you some of that. But that's again the Bay Cliff area and the San Leon area. And then down in Dickinson, also seeing some more storm reports, lots of power lines that were knocked down, and again, These have all been identified as straight line wind damage right now, but the National Weather Service continues to sort of survey that. I should say, I think the Dickinson one might have been a tornado. They're going to check that out. And again, a little further down into Angleton, we've got some camper that was flipped and damage to some metal roof and RV storage facility. So that was about 3:40 this morning. So it was about 4 a.m. when it hit my house, and it had a lot of lightning that was mixed into there. Not as much thunder as there was lightning, but it was like a strobe show that was going on. You will notice, though, that our reports here of hail would only include 1 inch or higher, and we're not seeing that. I thought that was a little bit interesting that there weren't a lot of hail reports. But if you look back towards Austin, definitely a lot of hail reports that were back there. Not as much wind damage. And then over in the Lake Charles area, we've got some tornado reports, a couple of them that were there, and then there's more even further over. So this is just a powerful line of storms that move through so fast, and we'll continue to see that impact other parts of the country. We're sort of drying out these winds out of the northwest for the most part. We'll continue to see them breezy for today and tonight, but it's really going to set us up for a very pleasant day for tomorrow. So here's the futurecast. 4:30 this afternoon, whatever little rain spritz is out there will be somewhat clearing. We'll keep the breezy conditions tonight. It will feel cooler tonight than what we've seen. It's a bit of a change. It's been so humid and mild in the overnight hours, but tonight we get our I always am a little bit slow to say this, but I think this might be our last little cool breeze that we're really going to be sort of bringing with us here with this season. We're getting into April. We're kind of wrapping it up as far as cold fronts that impact us, and I think this one might be one of the last ones that we see, if not, in fact, the last one. There's another front next week that it's not real clear on how much cool air it's actually going to bring, but at this point, temperatures in the lower 50s. This might be it as far as our transition from our wintry months into spring-like months, and we'll have to definitely embrace and enjoy these mornings in the 50s. As we get into the weekend, the temperatures become a little bit warmer. The humidity levels for sure increase, and that just leads to a little less stability overall across our area on Monday and Tuesday. So at this point, we're talking about some chances of rain on Monday, Tuesday, but it's not something that we're necessarily highly expecting at this point in time. But my message to you today in the short form is the fireworks are over. It's going to be a bit calmer for the rest of the day. Maybe a slight possibility of a shower. It'll be breezy and cool, but really sets us up for some great looking weather when we get to Thursday and Friday. About 20 minutes from now, however you're watching me, come back and we'll do Fox 26 News at noon.